You're right, everybody. So, the post I made yesterday about my son and about transgenderism has had quite a bit of support and also a little bit of pushback, so I thought it was a perfect aside to speak about free speech for a minute. Now, this is an important principle because people don't fully understand it anymore. John Stuart Mill said, if everybody had the same ideals on truth and beauty and the same principle as everything, the one person who would be most important to listen to would be the person who felt differently. How lost is that today? Nobody would agree with that today because we all want to be so right and want our opinions so shielded and protected that anybody who has a different opinion, we want to silence, we want to label, we want to crush them, basically. Now, Rosanna Luxemburg said that you only believe in free speech if it applies to the people who have a different opinion to your own. Again, how lost is that? In terms of the argument of transgenderism, it's not a scientific fact. Now I'll go further. So their argument is it's a sociological expression of sex, which is the determining factor of whether you're a male or a female. Now, I understand what they're trying to say there, but that's also the argument of nature versus nurture, and also a distinction between top to bottom. It's an epistemological argument of whether you take foundation up as reality or society down as a reality. The best way I can explain it to you is to say money is real in a social setting because we all agree on the rules of money, but in a scientific sort of sense it's not real at all. It's just paper that we attribute value to. They're saying gender and sex is the same thing, and I don't agree. I think gender and sex are a very primordial, deep truth, more like 1 + 1 is 2, or more like if you mix certain metals at certain temperatures, you will get a reaction which will create a secondary metal. More like chemistry, or more like mathematics, or more like physics. Things which have a determined truth value. I think biology is the same, and I think it's important to keep our language in that way. That philosophy is mine. I hold that. I'm not saying everybody has to hold it, because I'm not a closed-minded, bigoted individual. I would like people to keep in mind 2 points, just to close up. The people that want to stop and to censor, I mean, who else would you give that job to? If somebody's saying something homophobic, transphobic, racist, all these things which people are called, which scares everybody, I would rather hear it and discern it myself. There's nobody I would give the job to pass and discern information and to decide what I should and shouldn't be able to hear. It's a very dangerous precedent, okay? This is basically what people are trying to do now. There's a bill being passed in Scotland that will do that. People trying to decide and hear what information you can and can't hear. Very, very dangerous precedent. And a secondary point, which is also very important, is the fact it's being brought into the educational systems now is also a worry to me, because these philosophical principles are akin to teaching your children what religion they should and shouldn't believe and forcing it down them. And if they have a differing opinion, they're going to be silenced, they're going to be ridiculed, they might even be kicked out of school. It's a very, very, very dangerous principle that people are letting pass them by because they don't fully understand what's happening. These are my takes on it, you know. People can tell me I'm hateful, I don't give a fuck. They can say I'm a transphobe, I don't really care. I don't have an irrational fear of trans people. I don't particularly dislike them. If I met one and I respected them and they asked me to call them a man when they were a woman, I still wouldn't. But perhaps I would call them, because names aren't attributing of sort of biological factors, I might call them a name which is designated to a female if they're a male. I'm not really asked about that. I just believe and hold value in biological truth and the truth of reality. I believe once you let things like that slip, everything slips. Okay guys, hope you're having a good weekend. I'm just about to make a demo with my kids. Okay, catch you soon. I'm gonna die, so I won't be able to show you the finalised thing, but we're just getting going now. Den to be made. Absolutely ideal. How's that den feeling?